Hi, I'm Christy, and welcome back. On December 31st, a quiet but symbolic moment passed by almost unnoticed. The music channels of MTV officially signed off, ending with the very first music video they ever played. Video killed the radio star. From A to Z, literally. And honestly, it felt less like a tragedy and more like closure. MTV didn't die suddenly, it slowly drifted away from the very thing it was created to be: music television. For a generation, MTV wasn't just a channel. It was a cultural force. It shaped how music was discovered, how artists were introduced, and how entire eras sounded and looked. But at some point, the mission changed. Music gave way to reality shows, and the channel that once defined a generation stopped serving the one it grew up with. For many of us, that was the day the music really died. Not when MTV finally signed off, but when it decided music was no longer the point. And maybe that was inevitable. Musical tastes change, generations move on, platforms evolve, but institutions that are built for a specific moment don't always know how or when to end. Instead of closing the book with dignity, they linger. And over time, what was once meaningful becomes unrecognizable. There's a difference between evolving and abandoning your purpose. MTV started as music television. It slowly became something else entirely. And while that new version may have found an audience, it wasn't the same story. Ending the music channels now doesn't erase what MTV once was. If anything, it finally acknowledges it. It says that chapter mattered. Maybe the real lesson here isn't about MTV at all. It's about knowing when something has completed its purpose and having the courage to let it end instead of stretching it past its soul. Some things aren't meant to last forever. They're meant to define a moment and then make room for what comes next. If you grew up with music television or you've watched cultural institutions outlive their original purpose, you're not alone. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to help our community grow. Thanks for spending a moment by the fire.